Welcome, travelers. I'm Josh.
And I'm Lewanika. And this is Tabletop Journeys, where we will be your not-so-humble guides on the quest for RPG adventures.
Welcome, everybody, to today's episode. Very excited to have the crew back together again. It feels like it's been an awful long time, so we've pulled everyone together for our next Class Warfare. So this is Class Warfare number 4 here in 2025, and we are going to be running Paladins, which is going to be exciting because as we were talking kind of ahead of time, there has been precious little Paladin playage among the 5 of us. So there's
been little Paladin love.
A little bit of Paladin love, yeah. I mean, Lewanika is really the Paladin lover in the group here, so that's yeah. But as always, first of all, let's go around the room and say hello.
There's a reggae song like that.
What's that now?
There's a reggae song like that. Paladin lover, Paladin lover.
I'm gonna have to take your word for that.
Yeah, I don't know.
April Fools.
Yeah. There you go.
So it's going to be a night.
Nice save, Michael. Thank you.
So joined as always by my illustrious co-host, Mr. Lewanika Miller, Mr. Michael Ross. Gentlemen, how the hell are you two tonight?
Doing wonderful. Thank you for having me as always.
Oh, I mean, a million yeses, always. Yeah. So
I am having a great day. Just excited to be gaming. Josh, you hit us up with a little some ideas for magic items earlier in the day on our Discord chat, which sparked some ideas with me. And I was cursing the fact I was at my day job. And immediately after that, got to it and changed up a couple of my magic items and did some cool things. So
fantastic.
Really appreciate the nod, and I'm really looking forward to throwing down today.
Yep. I appreciate that. When I gave you a either or choice, that you actually were able to pick one. That's I think in the 4 years of the show, that might be the first time that's happened. So
April Fools, I didn't really pick one. I
really
actually wavered for quite some time.
Yeah, no, you gave me pretty comprehensive advice, actually. So again, for the first time in 4 years on the show. But that aside, from the DnD Lorecast, Sergio, welcome back to Tabletop Journeys. Nice to see you again, as always.
Always love rolling dice with the Tabletop Journeys gang, as well as with our friend Mike, who's going to hopefully not kill us with Paladin. I feel like if any of the adventures, any of the class warfare adventures should not be a TPK, it should be Paladin. It should be like saving cats from trees, maybe helping a grandma move.
Yep.
The swap.
Yeah,
the
they're
washer
definitely
and
not
dryer.
made for combat in any way, shape, or form. So they're just going to be doing simple tasks.
Yeah.
the whole time.
I see them as like the firefighters of the fantasy TRPG space.
I mean, I will say, like the helping a grandmother move. I mean, there was a time that Lewanika's sofa almost smushed my head, or vice versa. One of the two. Like, we've moved each other enough that, like, we've had furniture try to take out the other one on numerous occasions.
You're helping a granny move, but every piece of furniture is a mimic.
So. Is a mimic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is
fair
mimic.
Enough. Yeah.
But no, I'm doing great. I'm loving the being here, ready to roll some dice, ready to try out ready to test drive some of these 2024 subclasses.
And I think so. We'll get to that in a second too, because I have thoughts on that real quick before we get started. But of course, as always, and actually running tonight's scenario, Mr. Mike Daniel, formerly of 19 Hits the Dragon, and now of professional DMing his own.
I'm running the game tonight. Oh no. I didn't prepare anything. I'm April Fools.
Yeah.
I told you I had one more in me.
I know, exactly.
You can't get rid of me. So
not right now.
I'm doing great. I'm super pumped to run this scenario for you guys tonight. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and hopefully doesn't result in a TPK, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah. I think that the point that about Paladins being built for combat, I think plays to our favor. But I also think that this is going to be a very interesting episode, because more so than some of the other classes that we've done. So we've done Druids and Rangers and Wizards, oh my. But with Paladins, they have a lot more of the new 2025 stuff in their weapons and stuff. Just with kind of some, like, for example, like my weapon, I have grays as a kind of a add-on to my weapon strikes and stuff like that. So I am interested to kind of see how that plays out in the game. paladins, I think, kind of a heavier lift in terms of like how do I navigate through my turn than I expected. So so we'll see what's going to be going on here. So as we said, Mr. Mike Daniel running tonight's scenario. Let's go around the room and introduce our characters. I'm going to go in reverse order from when I went last time. So Sergio, what are you playing tonight?
I am playing a human Oath of Devotion Paladin. He's a smaller guy. He comes from a long line of paladins. Father, grandfather, uncles, great uncles were all paladins. His 7 brothers and sisters are all either paladins or married to paladins. But Moss is the runt of the family. Moss is a human, but he's small. He's only he's just shy. He's a hair shy of 4 feet. And no one ever thought he'd maybe be at best a squire. But no, he became a paladin in his own right. He is Moss the Mighty. Some of his friends call him Mighty Moss.
A payoff worthy of class warfare, my friend. Well
Thank
done.
you.
Well done. Well done. How about you, Mr. Ross? What do you got tonight?
I am a Asimar Paladin, Oath of the Ancients. I began my adventuring career as an alkalite to sort of a lesser-known nature spirit. And in classic tragic origin stories, my monastery was overrun and everyone was dispatched. I was a lone survivor, and I dedicated my life to the vengeance of those that fallen. And now I spend my time searching the swamp to lay waste to those who laid waste to my brethren.
I like it. Well done. Well done. Very nice. How about you, Mr. Miller? What do you got? What do you got cooking for us this evening?
I might have a problem here. I thought I was doing the Vengeance Paladin.
No, you are by mechanics. I'm doing it by flavor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You just scared the dog knots out of me.
I am an Oath of the Ancients Paladin, but I have sworn an Oath of Vengeance.
And he's also very devoted to it.
I'm very devoted, exactly.
Gloriously devoted,
and hopefully we'll find glory as a result. He's just kind of trying to quadruple dip into all these subclasses.
I know, right? You just
Clever
scared me. I'm
little
like, did I
turn
do
up.
something wrong?
He took the storyteller background and
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me take that one from the top.
Well done.
Oh, very beautiful. So I am playing an orc who was a member of the town guard or the protectors of a given city or given territory. They rode on their horses. They wore these really cool uniforms and wore nice hats. And at some point they were betrayed and his entire unit was dispatched, to borrow the phrase from my friend here. And while my character was thought to be dead, he wasn't. He survived barely. But believed to be dead, he allowed himself to believe to be dead. He donned a mask, put back on his hat, and took back to riding the territory, righting wrongs. And as an Oath of Vengeance Paladin, he continues his quest as a masked, unknown protector and defender and avenger of evil.
So are you a paladin or a ranger? Because it sounds like you're the Lone Ranger.
His name is Clayton Sabe-Reed, but he is definitely a paladin because he has taken that oath of vengeance.
Yeah. Does Clayton Reed hope that the 3 of us are also fantastic, so that there are fantastic 4 of us? Is
4
that
of us, yes.
Yeah. Well, so Clayton is a little bit different than that, but yes.
Yeah.
But pretty much, yeah.
But so he's just a little bit different
Not
in ways
really,
that,
but yeah,
in ways that nobody would ever pick up on. And subtle.
Yeah, well, if
He
you're
has
of
a middle
a certain
name,
age, it'll probably hit you differently than what you're talking about. But
Yeah.
All of his attacks have reach, and
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. He's playing a bugbear where he can be both like large and small and have a 10-foot reach if he wants. Yeah. So, yeah. All right. Well, I am, playing a Tiefling Paladin. His name is Hom Tittleson. Shout out to our marvelous madam friends, because my paladin has an oath of glorious purpose. Lots of firepower, is built to go ahead and get up in your shorts. It's going to be a fun time. So, hopefully can take on hopefully not take on someone that can go ahead and beat him up as a puny god. However, that would be poor. So that's right. Yeah. I don't want him to do that. That's no bueno.
Yes.
So, all right. Well, without any further ado, Mr. Daniel, the floor, sir, is yours.
All right. So the four of you have been conscripted by the oath of, the Order of the Gauntlet, and the combined with the forces of Baldur's Gate, the Flaming Fist, have been sent on a mission for the greater West, what is it called? Western Heartlands, and the safety thereof. There is a fortress that has been recently reclaimed by the Lord's Alliance. And now there is fear that Saz Tam and his forces of the undead are going to sweep across the Western Heartlands, starting with this fortress. So you all have been tasked with coming here and backing up the forces at this stronghold. And basically sent on a mission from your gods or for your oaths to save this rinky-dink little fortress from getting overrun by the forces of darkness.
I like it. Yeah.
As you arrive, you are met by a stout halfling wearing plate armor, and she's carrying over her shoulder a hammer that is about as big as she is. Definitely looks like she shouldn't be able to wield it, but somehow she's, strutting around with it, no problem. But she says, lucky timing. You all must be from Baldur's Gate, yes?
Right.
Excellent. Well, I'm General Corvey, and the situation here has gotten, much, much more dire than than it was when you were sent for. Earlier today, an image of the vile necromancer Saz Tam appeared in the sky above our fortress. He commanded that everyone in the fortress flee or face his army. We won't be bullied, and we won't abandon such a stronghold. But we don't have very many soldiers, so I don't have any squires to help either. So we need your help. Scouts have identified that an army of skeletons, zombies, and other undead are headed this way and will arrive within the hour. And you all will be placed at our north wall, which is where we expect the largest attack to come from.
Okay.
And she will basically show you guys to this section. And if we go over to the map, that's what you're seeing on the map is the northern section of this wall. There's some stairs leading up to the battlements, and on the battlements itself, there is a clockwork catapult that's been, she tells you, has been provided by the priests of Gond. And will require two people to operate, or two actions to operate at least. But these are your defenses, so you can make yourselves at home here. Basically, get comfortable, get set in, and the forces will be here very soon.
What sort of skills would we need to fire that catapult? Let's see if that's going to be useful to us to start.
It's pretty simple. All you have to do is pull this lever here and then pull this lever here. No skills, no real skill is needed thanks to the masterful craftsmanship of the priests of Gond.
Does it require any degree of strength or targeting ability, or is it really just aim the big end at the bad guys and let it fly?
Aim the big end at the bad guys and let it fly. So mechanically, you will get a +5 to roll. So you're not making a skill check in any way. You're just rolling a d20, adding +5. And then the catapult itself, for whoever operates it, basically it takes one action to load and ready, and then another action to fire.
Yep.
And you get a +5 on that roll, and does 5d10 bludgeoning damage.
Okay, that's hot.
I can put that in chat for you guys as well.
Sure. That would be helpful.
Yeah, is it better to put it in the Zencastr chat or in Discord? Okay.
Just throw it in the Zencastr chat. Yep.
Hopefully you can make sense of that.
Owlbear, do we have dice to roll?
There is a dice roller in Owlbear, yes. If you I thought there was a dice roller in here. Maybe not. Maybe there is not a dice.
I guess there is not.
No, I always thought that there was a dice roll in here. Maybe there used to be, and there's not anymore.
Initiative tracker, players, home. Oh, yeah, there's a little pancake button for extras at the bottom. Nope. That's manage storage settings. Maybe under settings.
Sergio might need to go grab some dice.
Well, I could use the D&D Beyond.
There's that too.
But I always have dice ready to go, just in case.
All right. Cool.
I let General Corvey know, if this is where you need us, General, then this is where we will be.
Excellent. Well, yes, this is indeed where we need you. So, like I said, make yourselves as comfortable as you can here. If you need help, scream louder than other people are screaming, I guess. Good luck.
General, how soon do we expect the host of Foul Darkness to be upon us?
Within the hour.
Okay.
Pretty soon.
And what is the general wearing? I apologize if you described her outfit or their outfit.
She's wearing full plate mail.
Okay. I will spend the time in prayer. So I'll get to the highest battlement and then on my knees, head bowed, grasping my symbol of devotion and praying loudly. Almost too loudly. Like, I want people to know that's what I'm doing.
Praying so that other people can hear you praying.
Exactly.
Right, yeah.
The way it was meant to be done.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
all right. What's everybody else doing?
Yeah, I think Reed is going to just go up to the battlements and just survey the land, see where hiding spots are going to be, kind of stake out an area to watch.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I guess the are there any sort of like supply trains or anything like that up here? Like, are there any like caches of healing potions that we should be aware of, or jars of goodberry or anything like that would be helpful?
I suppose There are enough healing potions for potions of, we'll say, greater healing. Enough for everybody to have one.
I like it. I will add myself a greater healing potion.
I think I grabbed the right one. I put myself up at the battlements.
Yep. Yeah, the one with the wings, that's you.
That's me. Okay. Yay.
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
Moss is taking the next hour or so before they arrive to say his silent prayers, as is common with most paladins. Not this audacious gauche, praying that so that everyone can hear, and also prayers not to his family and loved ones, but sort of like these silent messages that he's sending them. He does this before every large battle. It's sort of his way of saying goodbye in case he doesn't make it back.
Yeah. See, the tragedy of my backstory is that my monastery, everyone had taken a vow of silence, so no one could scream for help, and so I have resisted that. So I'm now very vocal about things.
So
that's a quality backstory. I like that. Yeah.
There is a reason for your obnoxiousness.
I want my prayers to cover everyone, whether they want them to or not.
Yeah.
You're going to be blessed one way or the other.
Yeah.
You will share in my divine light.
All right.
Not doing that. I'm probably I have like a deck of cards. I'm probably just like sitting out like on the ground, just like laying out cards and playing solitaire.
Okay.
You're doing it wrong.
I assume I'll know when the battle begins.
Yes, the dogs will bark.
Yeah.
Sounding the alarm.
Sorry. And that's the one that's
rides.
not usually the problem. He's being a problem today.
Let's slip and loose the dogs of war.
Yeah. Little Henry V.
Yeah.
I think that's Henry V anyway. Anyway, that's not important. About an hour passes. And as you are in your various prayers, you hear, well, first of all, a dense fog rolls in as the night is coming on as well. So it is dark and foggy and gloomy.
Yeah.
And there is a momentary hush as Michael's character is momentarily quiet in his prayers, we'll say. And in that brief interim, you hear suddenly a harsh twang of twisted wood and rope and a rush through the air and a coming your way. And you look up at this and see there is a zombie sailing through the air, and he's got in his hands a sack. The zombie smacks onto the battlements behind you all, and the sack explodes open, and a swarm of crawling claws crawls out from the bag.
Creepiest monsters ever.
Yes. As this is happening, there's a sound of turning of wheels and some shuffling, and out through the fog comes a host of creatures wheeling a catapult of their own. Several skeletons, zombies, and a very large ogre zombie with a ladder on its back. Not like tied to, it's like holding on to the ladder behind its head, basically. Nice. And with that, I think it's time to roll for initiative. Tom or Hom, I will allow you to move if you would like to. Oh, and
well, where did the carrion crawlers? That's not where they are up there.
Yeah, they landed on the battlements there.
Yep. Okay, so he would have been like over here, I guess. Like watching, yeah, kind of keeping an eye over the corner there, watching to see what was going on. So if they land right there, that's perfect. And that's a 21 for initiative for me.
All right.
Right, and let's see. I've got
a 21. Mouse, what'd you get?
Big 3 in 2025.
3.
Wait, what's your
Rolling
initiative
hot.
modifier that you got a 3?
-1. I am
Excellent.
dummy trad paladin statted. Constitution, strength, and
Nice.
charisma. That's it.
And Chemo Sabe, what'd you get?
I have a 16.
16. All right.
Nice.
And then our Asimar friend. I'm sorry, I forgot what you said your character's name was.
Kalith.
Kalith.
19.
19. All right. Great. And then let me roll for all of these critters. So, ooh, nice. They got a 20. The zombies all get a 15. The ogre zombie gets a 13. And the skeletons also get a 13. Nope, skeletons. Oh, wait, where did the... Oh, there's that guy. Okay. Wraith gets a 14.
I guess while he's doing that, Hom would... Is anyone going to be manning the catapult? I guess is the open question.
I mean, is it just the 4 of us on this western wall?
Yeah, there's nobody else here.
Looks like it.
Okay.
Yep. I've got it.
They do not have enough people to spare any help right now.
Yep. I like
I
it.
have to do
Woefully
something first.
understaffed.
Yep. All right.
All right. So, Hom, you are actually up first.
Rock on. Fantastic. So these creatures off to my left here, these are the zombie and the carrying and the hand dudes. Is that?
Yes, these guys right here. Yeah.
Yeah. Rock on. Cool.
So that is a zombie and a swarm of crawling claws that has exploded in front of him. The zombie is prone for now.
Cool. No, that's totally fine. I'm going to move up behind him, and I'm going to hopefully unprone him with my glaive. So I will attack him. Verily.
Go for it.
That's a 14 to hit.
14 will hit a zombie for sure.
14 will hit a zombie for sure. Okay, so here's where the fun bit's going to come in. So, D10 plus 4 for 8 points of damage.
Okay.
And let's see. That doesn't count. Just this is when I get to go through all the things.
That you can do.
Yeah. Okay. So the. My glaive has cleave on it. So once per turn, if I hit a creature with a melee attack using it, I can make another melee attack against it with a second creature within 5 feet of it. That's within my reach. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's not my glaive. That was a different weapon. Never mind. That's not, my glaive has graze. My halberd has cleave. So never mind. That's not true. So then
Except for your pole arms.
Yeah. So I guess, you know what? I'm gonna hold off for now. I'm just gonna attack that, and then take my second action, to go ahead and whack it again. I don't not do anything exotic. That's only an 11 this time.
That will still hit a zombie.
Rock on. For 12 points of damage.
Ooh, yeah. Okay. So you hit that zombie.
Yeah.
And cut it in two.
So we can rock on.
It has a second where it looks like it's about to get back up, but that doesn't happen.
Cool. Was not a critical hit. I'm just trying to think. Any of my bonus actions come into play? They do not. That will be my turn for now. Save some of my resources.
For now, he says.
For now. Yeah.
For now.
Yep.
But only for now. All right. With that, it is the first Crawling Claws turn. The swarm, I should say. And they are going to attack you with a swarm of grasping hands.
I like it. I like it.
Ooh, for a 23.
That will hit.
So they crawl over you, all around you, and they do 19
Unspeakable.
necrotic damage.
Jesus! What?
Debo, Christmas.
Whoa. Okay.
Yikers.
Okay. Cool. So that so that'll drop me down to okay. Cool. I am definitely
Doesn't
gonna
sound like it's cool.
It sounds like the opposite of cool.
Very much the "this is fine" meme.
Yeah, that did sort of surprise me there a little bit. So my ensorcelled glaive does have hellish rebuke on it. So I am going to use that.
Hey, Josh.
Hey, yeah.
Before you go with that, I realized something when I was looking at the Enspelled item, and I don't know if that's the case with yours, but Enspelled armor can only be conjuration. Does Enspelled weapon have a similar restriction?
It's transmutation, divination, there's like four.
Yeah, conjuration,
Okay.
divination, evocation,
Cool.
necromancy, or transmutation.
Yeah.
Then you're cool. I'm sorry.
Yep.
It was more because I didn't catch on mine, and I didn't realize it until just now.
Yep.
So I switched up what spell I had on it.
Yep.
Kept the
No
same
worries.
item.
No worries. So
you hellish rebuke. That means they need a dexterity save.
they do a dexterity save. The dexterity save is only 10. So
Well, they rolled an 8, so they're still going to take full damage.
cool. Rock on. So 2d10 damage. Where'd my d10 go? Right there. For 20 points of damage.
All right.
Dang. Have at thee.
Yeah, you get swarmed by these crawling claws, and as they're pummeling you and scratching at you, you explode in a burst of fire and destroy a whole bunch of these crawling claws that were swarming all over you.
Okay.
And then with that, it is Michael.
Yeah. Probably son of a bitch.
Eli.
Like as he gets hit, and then.
All right, I have questions.
Yep.
So this catapult, how is it being maneuvered?
So there are 4 skeletons that are pushing it into place, and behind it, there is a zombie with another sack. Looks like he's ready to go into the thing and get shot at you all.
Okay.
And then there is behind them, there is a kind of a commander like shouting orders to them.
Okay. So I will tell you what I want to do, and then you just tell me if it will work or not. I want to run and leap off the battlements toward the catapult.
I didn't
At
see
the
that
end of
coming.
my arc, when my movement is running out, I will then use my bonus action to Misty Step to get me the rest of the way so that I land on the catapult. And then I'm going to use my uncommon magic item, an immovable rod, and place it in front of the catapult so the catapult cannot fire correctly.
I will let you attempt that.
Okay,
With
that's all I wanted.
That's
a
amazing.
successful acrobatics check as you leap. It's more about like timing your Misty Step so that you don't hurt yourself, essentially. You may still end up taking some fall damage or something.
Yeah, of course.
But
yeah. Did we start with inspiration or anything? Because acrobatics is not my strong suit.
I mean, I
nope, not unless you're a human.
No. Okay.
Could have been a human dude.
You're doing dangerous things. Sometimes you have to roll unoptimal rolls.
15 on the die plus 1. So 16 total.
16. Okay. Let's see. I think you will take some fall damage from the momentum, but you will at least be able to land there and use your magic action, I guess, to
Put the rod.
put the rod down.
All right. So since I now know that it works, I'll say the cool thing, which isn't super cool, but I will just look to my companion and say, "You heard me before. Now they will hear me." It's a roar and jump off.
You do, however, take almost max fall damage for a 30-foot fall, which is you take 17 fall damage.
All right. All right. You know what? I'm fine with that. Okay.
So you basically just like
Fine.
shifted your
Fine.
momentum from like one spot to another. So you like slam into the catapult. But you can place your immovable rod there.
Excellent. And I assume that is all my actions. So I will just now wait.
Yep. That's your turn.
Okay.
Just stuck there on top of the catapult.
Yeah, I'm like holding it, the removal rod too. Just like, yeah.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
Yep.
Surrounded by several skeletons
Oh,
and
yeah.
zombies and other terrible things.
Terrible things.
Kimosabe.
Yeah. So, one map question: is this area actually destroyed, or can I walk over that?
What, back here?
This area right here.
That right there. Yeah. You can walk over that. It's like broken up, but it's not difficult terrain or anything like that. It's
All right.
You maybe drop down like a few inches. But
Okay, so I'm gonna go there, and I will use the spell that is part of my armor, and my goal here is to make their efforts, the ones using the weapon out there, difficult, assuming people have to move to it, that type of thing. So I am going to cast Grease, which can go 60 feet. Which should hit back here. Oop, that's the wrong thing to do. But as I measured it, that should be about 60 feet to there. Right? Yeah. And it covers a 10-foot square.
okay.
And the target is going to be right here. And my hope is that it will make it difficult for them to do things. One, it's difficult terrain. Two, they have a dex save versus 13 to see if anybody in the area stands up. And that lasts. Grease lasts for the duration 1 full minute. So for 10 rounds. The idea being that basically they're going to have a hard time doing stuff. And that happens whenever anybody enters the area. They have to make that save and fall prone.
Sorry, and you said it's a 10-foot radius?
10-foot square.
10-foot square?
Yep. And I was going to center it on the back, on the business end where they're loading zombies, basically making it harder for them to get zombies loaded.
Gotcha. Let me.
Yeah,
delete this
maybe
one.
it'll be. I'm hoping
Nope,
maybe
that's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to delete the thing, not the map. Jeez, Owlbear, come on.
Fly right, Owlbear. Come on now.
Yeah, come on.
We're just kidding, guys. We love you.
All right. So we got a grease circle, a grease square, 10 feet.
Yep.
Oh, that's fine. Okay.
All right.
So you
and-
cast grease.
Yep, and that is based on the Enspelled armor. So that is one of my 6 charges there. And then
And there is a zombie in that space, so they make a what sort of save?
Dex save versus 13.
Dexterity. Well, Oh, they rolled a 17. So that zombie is dancing around on the grease, but does not fall.
One sure-footed
Right.
zombie.
Yeah,
And
indeed.
I'm going to move back to this space here as I make my way back to operate the device.
All right, excellent. With that, these couple of zombies here are going to take their turn and just move. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. 5, 10, 15, 20. All right. The Wraith. He's going to look at you. Sorry, I'm going to keep asking for your name, Michael. Kalith?
Kalith.
Kalith. Kalith. And he's going to hover up over here in your face and say, "Foolish mortal, time to die." And he's going to life drain you.
Okay, yes, great.
Yeah.
But he rolls a natural 1. So
Womp, womp, womp.
So no, he's not.
So he does not, in fact, life drain you, but he was trying to.
Wow.
I spoke to my God earlier. I'll ensure you can speak to yours later.
Ooh, snap.
All right.
I love it.
So the skeletons, they don't quite understand what you did, so they're just going to take their turn loading and trying to fire. But when they pull the lever, nothing happens. But the thing is loaded. They just don't know what to do right offhand. So actually, let me make I'm going to make an intelligence check. They're at a -2. Yeah, 12, probably not quite bright enough to understand what you did, but they'll get there. The ogre zombie is going to take the dash action and get right up here. And as he lands right here, the ladder that he was carrying also flops down and like hooks fall down and latch it into place. So let's do this. Please appreciate my very artistic ladder that he's got right there.
It's beautiful.
I'm such a good
playing
drawer.
Cherry, I would guess ladder.
But that is his whole turn. He took the dash action and the ladder just kind of fell into place on top of him. Mouse, you got this ladder that just slapped down right in front of you.
Yep. I sure do.
With a bunch of zombies at the base of it. What you doing?
I'm going to hold my action.
Okay. What action are you holding and what's the trigger going to be?
I'm going to pop over right there, stand right in front of it, right in front of this ladder that the ogre just popped up. And the second I see anything undead pop its stupid, non-living head over the wall, I am not only swinging my Morning Star, which I call saves the day, because here it comes. I am going to...
I don't feel bad about what I'm going to do to you.
No, you shouldn't.
Go ahead.
We're not good people.
I am going to use one of my channel divinity points to imbue the weapon, which adds a +2 to my attack rolls made with that weapon up to, for 10 minutes. And I can choose to deal as normal damage or radiant damage. And it also emits a bright light in a 20-foot radius as well, and 20 feet of dim light beyond that. But yeah, as soon as I see an undead creature pop up on this ladder, I'm imbuing the weapon and swing away Meryl.
All right. That brings us back to the top of initiative. And Hom, you're being swarmed by crawling claws. What are you going to do?
So I thought that my hellish rebuke really did a number on them. Did that not?
It took out about half of them.
Okay, cool. All right, that's fine. So the first thing that I'm going to do, yeah, I'm kind of annoyed by the fact that they're swarming me. I really should have said this before combat began, but that's okay. So I'm just going to be like, I got like crawly hand things all over me. And he will put his fingers in his mouth and whistle and summon his steed. So the Oath of Glory Paladins get Find Steed as a free spell. So I will summon my otherworldly steed. Now I am a tiefling. I am a fiendish tiefling specifically. So the creature that I summon is an Armanite, which basically looks like a demonic centaur. It still uses the same. That's largely flavor more than anything else.
Okay.
But basically this demonic centaur appears next to me. I really should have thrown. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Yep. Are they even large? Yeah, they are large. You're right. Yeah.
I just used my horse token. It was automatically.
Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah. So on their first turn, when it first summons, it's an instantaneous spell. So when it first summons, that steed can still take its actions. It actually has an action and a bonus action. So it will see me kind of like covered in these like crawly hand things. So it will use its otherworldly slam action, which is its bonus is equal to my spell attack modifier, which is only a 2. That's fine. That'll be a 17 to hit.
17 will hit them for sure.
Cool. So it'll be D8 plus 2 radiant damage. So that'll be 5 points of radiant damage. Sorry, no, that's not true. Necrotic damage because I'm a fiend.
Okay.
Okay. And then
they take no damage.
Oh, right, yeah, because they're undead, so necrotic doesn't really work for them, does it? Yeah,
you fool!
It does not.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, that's yeah, you know, it is what it is, right? You know,
live and learn.
I don't get to pick what the damage is. It's let's see. I'm not gonna have it use its bonus action, so that's fine. I instead will take you know what? I am going to, I'm gonna lay on hands myself actually, and go ahead as a bonus action and bring myself back up to full hit. So
okay,
and that will be my turn.
All right, and then the crawling claws will go. Let's see. They are not quite actually bloodied, so they'll do their full attack on you again. Ooh, for a 21.
That'll hit. Yeah.
Yeah. Not as good damage this time for me. 16.
16. I will
necrotic damage.
I will hellish rebuke. They
will make a dexterity saving throw.
Please.
And you said it's only a DC 10?
DC 10, correct.
Yeah, they do succeed.
Okay. Well,
with an 11.
Well, that sucked. So thanks for that. That was fine. Fine then.
Do they still take half damage on success or
hellish rebuke? Is it save or suck, or is it what is it? Half as much damage on assailed. Thank you. Okay, so it'd be 12, so 6.
Okay, that is enough to get them to the bloodied conditions.
Rock on. Okay, fantastic. Yeah,
that's
excellent.
Something.
All right. And there's a pissed off demon centaur hanging out right there too. So that's
yeah, exactly. And I'm gonna keep messing this up. Kalith. Yes. You're next.
Right. So that is a wraith in front of me that has attacked me.
Yes.
Okay. So for my bonus action, I'm going to invoke my inner radiance. So I sort of take on the aspect of my deity and I shed light, 10-foot radius, bright light, 10-foot additional for dim light. And at the end of my turn, each creature within 10 feet of me will take radiant damage. And then also until at the end of my turn, if I've hit something, it will take an additional 3 points of radiant damage. And then I'm going to use my attack action to attack that wraith twice with my Inspelled Great Axe. So first attack, that is probably going to miss with an 11 total.
That will miss, yep.
And then the second one is a 17 total.
17 will hit.
Yay. All right. Not great damage, though. So that is 6 points of damage. It is slashing damage, if that matters. And then that creature I just hit will take an additional 3 points of radiant damage. And then everybody within 10 feet of me will take 3 points of radiant damage.
Okay, so sorry, it was 6 slashing damage plus 3 radiant to the wraith, and then 3 radiant to
everything within 10 feet.
10 feet. Okay.
Yep.
So that's 9 for you. And then let's see. You're gonna make me measure.
Sorry.
It's okay. 10 feet, 10 feet, 10 feet, 10 feet. Yeah, all these skeletons also take 3 damages.
Yes.
And that radiance lasts for 1 minute unless I end it, which I probably will be dead before I get that choice.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Sabe.
Before I go, Michael, if you did not use your bonus action, you can doff a potion as a bonus action in 2020.
The bonus was to invoke my aspect, which made the glowy part. Yep.
All right. Cool. I am going to move back here and fire the weapon at the big guy.
So it does take 2 actions, not 2 attacks. It's 2 actions.
Oh,
so you use an action to, an action to like load it, and then another action to fire.
And that has to be full actions, not bonus actions.
Correct.
Okay. And it was not loaded prior because I didn't understand that. Otherwise, I would have done that to have it ready to go. Shoot. In that case, I will expend another grease, hoping that this thing isn't gonna wrong one again. I'm gonna grease, but I'm gonna center it right here.
Is grease concentration?
It is not.
Okay.
And then it is, however, a full action, so I'm still not getting any closer to using that thing. Actually, I wanted to get the big guy, so I wanted to center it right here. Like, let me get my pointer. I wanted to put the center of the box like right there, so it's that's good. Basically, I wanted so they have a hard time climbing the ladder.
Yeah. And so he will make a dexterity check.
Yep.
That's a 9. So the ogre goes prone.
Yes.
And there's one zombie in the square. Gets an 11. What's the DC?
DC's 13. He goes prone too.
13. So he also is prone. So ogre zombie and zombie 2 are prone at the start of their turns. And
Lewanika, before as you're putting your armor together, when you were looking through the spells you could pick and you saw grease, you said, "Aha, you're the one that I want."
Pretty much.
I quit. I'm quitting. I quit.
So 5 more swarms of crawling claws surround Josh. No. This zombie back here didn't make his check. Oh, he also goes prone. Cool. So this zombie in the back is going to kind of crawl out of the grease and drag this with him and then stand up. This zombie will try to stand. So do they need to make another check to stand up in the grease or?
They don't. It's whenever they enter the area.
Okay. Gotcha. So
it pretty much is only going to get him once, but the goal is slow him down, make it complex. Basically,
so that
muddying
zombie
the
will stand up using half of his movement and get over here at the base of the ladder. But that's all that he can really do.
Yep.
This zombie will use the dash action basically and get right to the top, triggering the held action.
Womp, 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 womp. Let's go.
And then this zombie will get behind them.
So I'm going to attack with my Morning Star.
Go for it.
I get 2 attacks. First one is a 12.
12 will hit, actually, because zombies have a weak AC.
For 6 radiant damage.
Zombie 4, 1.
The second is a 13, which should also hit for 7 radiant damage.
And 7 more damages. Yep, that zombie's pretty beat up. But not quite down.
Let's see what we can do about that.
Let's see. This zombie over here. Well, he was waiting his turn, but he's got a nice juicy target. So he's going to step up to Kalith. Got it right that time, I think.
Nice.
And make an attack at you.
Do it.
Use slam attack. For a 14, probably going to miss.
That will miss.
Yep. Right. It is then the Wraith's turn. And he's going to try and life drain you again. Ooh, probably going to hit this time with a 21.
Yes, that will hit.
Yeah, so he reaches out his hand and it like passes through your armor and through your chest. And as it passes out the other side, you take 21 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Ouch.
When you solo the boss solos you.
Yeah.
And then it is the skeleton's turns. So I'm going to give them another check here. Does the immovable rod, it has a word or is it
a switch? Like a
switch? Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Let's see if they can. Yeah, that they rolled a 19 on the die for a total of 17. So I'm going to say one of them is smart enough to reach out and hit the switch on that immovable rod.
Or at least does it accidentally, yeah.
Yeah. They grab the immovable rod and it like doesn't move, and then another one grabs hold of it and it doesn't move, and they're jerking back and forth like it's a Chinese finger trap between the two of them. And one of them happens to hit the switch, and they kind of fall backwards. So let's see.
All part of my plan.
Those two. And then one of them will load this zombie into the thing with the sack. And then the other will hold the lever.
More fingers flying at us.
Yep. And this zombie, let's see, where are they going to put this one? I think they're going to drop this one in front of Lewanika. So a zombie smacks down in front of you prone, and the sack that he was holding in his hand explodes into another swarm of crawling claws. Lewanika, those are in front of you.
Okay.
The ogre zombie is going to stand up and move out of the square and then kind of step back here and hold the ladder in place.
Wait his turn.
Basically,
Pretty much, yeah. So,
he's going to
ladder
go last,
greasy.
essentially.
so
Mouse the Mighty. You got zombies coming up the ladder in front. Excuse me, in front of you. What are you doing?
Can I shove the zombie directly in front of me down so that he falls on top of the zombies behind him?
You can definitely try that. Give me an athletics check.
Athletics checks, a 10.
Ooh,
I
yeah, he rolls a
am
16.
going to use my inspiration
There you go.
because I'm a human and I'm inspired by that. That's a 21.
which is now better
Yeah,
than
so the zombie holds fast for a second, but you manage to
Tickle.
steal your resolve and shove him down, and he kind of hits his chin on a couple of the rungs. Dunk, 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 dunk. And we'll say it knocks both of them back down to the start.
Fantastic. How much damage does it do?
How
How tall is this wall?
It's a 30-foot wall, or yeah, I guess I didn't really decide on that. We'll say it's 30 feet, and they're not falling all the way down, but they are hitting the ladder. I'll just give them fall damage for 30 feet. That's fine. Luckily not too bad. He only takes 8 damage from that. That's zombie 3.